So what am I doing today? Well, I've been wanting to try this soup for the longest time. I my mom introduced it to me some time ago, and I've seen videos on it, so now I feel like it's my turn to do it. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time and make this soup, and I just been putting it off. Like I put off everything else. Like I wanted to I wanted to make these donuts for my birthday. My birthday was last month, and I was like, okay, what's a new year for me? And I'm gonna conquer a little fear. I'm gonna make some donuts. I know that's sounds kind of weird to be scared of donuts, but it's not even the fact of donuts. Yeah, we should be, because that donuts give you a little donut around your belly area, your little waist area. But anyway, whatever. So I don't like the way the dough feels, and so I avoid it. But I want to make donuts. And so, like, I've had donuts. My mom made donuts when I was growing up using like the little biscuit things in the little container, and she put the little hole in it. Found something to poke a hole in it, and fry the donuts that way. But I want to make my own donuts. I want to make like a jelly filled donut and what have you. I just want to make it myself, and that was my goal for my new year coming into my new year. And so it never happened. I pushed it to the side, and it never happened. Well, it hasn't happened yet, I should say, because I can always do it. Just get it done. So anyway, so I want to find something to do with the kale and potatoes that I grow in the garden. Instead of always just trying to can it or freeze it or whatever. I wanted to make this soup, you know, with things that's fresh out of the garden. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make this. I don't want to steal someone else's name for it. Like, you get it from the restaurant, the Italian restaurant. And I want to redo that one. I've seen other people do it. Now it's my turn. Just had to get over that little hump I've made for myself, that little fearful task I have for myself. I don't want to call it fearful either, because I just don't get things done. I don't finish things, and that's my problem. I don't know, is it a phobia or issue? I don't know what you want to call it. I just cannot finish anything. I start things and I get bored with it, or I just want to move on. I want to move on to something else. And it's like, even like when this whole lockdown thing happened, I hate to call it that or call it what it is, whatever, but I started doing this. I started crocheting this scarf, and I was like, oh, this is something I can do. They're like, do something, make something worth the time that you're sitting at home. Okay, I'm going to crochet. So I started that. I started crocheting this scarf, and I was like, okay, this not gonna last that long. We'll be here for a little bit, and while I'm here, I'm gonna crochet this, and this will be my quarantine scarf, whatever you want to call it. And so we've been here some months now, and I'm like, so anyway, so the scarf was just about done, and I stopped it. I couldn't do it. I don't know if I got stressed out or what was going on with me. I just couldn't finish it. I stopped making it. So anyway, so let's make this soup. So first, with the ingredients, I want to saute half of this pound of sausage. We're gonna put this in the pan with a little bit of oil. About a tablespoonful of oil, because the Sausage is gonna make its own with oil, so this should be. Don't break it. I want to melt the plastic on there. Let's put in half of this because I don't want to make a full big pot of this. I don't think anybody else in the house would. Are you gonna eat some of this? Oh, well, my daughter said she'll eat some, but let's fry that up, get that good and sauteed. So I want to saute this up and get this all good and browned up. What are you doing over there?
Messing with rock.
Why? Why are you messing with that? You're gonna get them all over the place.
No, I'm bored.
You come. Oh well, I already cut up everything already. So I know once I make this, I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have put this in there. I should have put that in there. Ooh, I wonder if I should put some mushrooms in.
That would be delicious.
Ooh, I'm gonna put some mushrooms in. Give me some mushrooms out the refrigerator.
You gonna saute it?
Yeah. I think I might saute them with the onions and the garlic though.
Yeah.
And just do this by itself. Gotta get this cleaned up. So how you doing with your game, your D&D game? Did you ever finish that campaign you were doing?
Yeah.
What kind of characters and what's the concept?
Of the last one?
How many have you done?
We just started the second campaign.
Your second campaign?
Well,
What happened with the first one you did? Did they play it?
yeah, no, I didn't make that one.
Well, I thought you said you were going to make a campaign.
Yeah, that's the one we're doing now.
This is your second one, though, you said.
The second one we're playing.
You're playing, but where's the one that you were making?
That's what we're playing right now.
You're playing it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, are they liking it?
I don't know. I guess, I think.
So they haven't. What do you mean you guessed? They're not saying it like, oh, this is crazy or.
I mean, well, they're like, I asked them, and they were like, well, it's too early in the game to tell. So I was like, okay.
When did you start it?
A couple of days ago.
Oh, yes, you just started it. How long did it take you to make this?
Like a good month or two.
Oh wow! You have to come up with like characters and a whole concept and everything, and
Yes, indeed.
that's pretty neat. Okay, this is all sauteed and everything, so we have to get I guess it has to drain the grease out of it. So we're gonna put it on this paper towel here, so it can soak up all the grease. I didn't put a lot of grease in it, and it really didn't give me a lot of grease, so I guess that's pretty good. That's cool. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to add our onions. I'm going to add half of a medium onion, diced up and.
But you diced that whole onion?
No, I had sliced up some onions yesterday because I was going to make it yesterday, but I thought I didn't have any fresh chicken broth because the one I did have did go bad, but I threw that out, but I didn't realize I had another one in the refrigerator, so I didn't need to go to the store to get another one. And so that's saved me some time going to the store with all that craziness going on there. So we gotta saute up these onions for about 3 to 5 minutes. Same with the sausage. Sausage was about 3 to 5 minutes also. There's a little bit of oil, I don't know if you can see that, still left in the pan. So I'm using that to kind of saute up this this diced onions, but we're gonna turn the heat up just a little bit. Let that get a little brown. And let's see. Onions, not onions, but these garlic. Kind of diced up the garlic also. Kind of minced it up a little bit. We got the minced onions, diced onions and minced garlic. And we're going to use about, I think I used about 5 cloves of them. 4 or 5. They were a good size too. So I'll say however many you like. Some people don't like garlic. Or onions for that matter. They're in the same family. I like them. I love garlic. Let's get that going.
It smells delicious in here already.
Alright, let that go. And I don't have enough mushrooms, so I'm going to use some dehydrated mushrooms. I had canned. Put that in there. Get a handful of that out and chop. I'm going to chop these up. They're already dehydrated and shriveled up and everything, but I'm going to try to chop them up just a little bit more. Ooh, they are dehydrated. That is not happening.
Ooh, what happened?
It's not that. I got it. You know you can't do this with a dull knife. Make sure your knife is good. I'm going to sharpen this knife. It's not too bad. Let's put that in there. I think I'm still going to put those little bit of ones that I had. Put some mushrooms in there.
Yeah, I would use that. I can't wait to taste it.
And this is just like a rough chop. I'm not like trying to dice it up or anything like that. They're just chopped up a little bit and thrown in the pot. They don't have to be cute. Just leave it like that. And one thought he wasn't gonna get eaten. I need a little bit more oil. This is not enough. The pan get a little too dry, just add a little bit more oil. Just a little bit. We're not deep frying. What were you saying?
I said I can't wait to taste this.
Oh, I hope it come out right. I think that's what makes me stop doing things. I think I'm going to fail at it, and so I stop. So instead of getting a failure on it or whatever, or it not coming out the way I want it or the way it's supposed to be, I stop. I really do think that's why I don't finish things. I don't want it to come out wrong or looking bad, and it's crazy because you tell your kids, just try, at least you tried or whatever, and try to give them some encouragement, but it's hard to encourage yourself, so I just stop. I just decide I don't want to do it anymore because I don't want to mess up, which is not a good thing. That's not a good way to start off your new year in life. We've made it this far and things been going somewhat well. We all have bumps in the road and we overcome them and we get over it. We move on. Girl, you crazy. So this has been sauteing for about 3 minutes, I want to say. And you add I had everything all at one time, no sense in trying to add things at different times, and it's on the low heat, so adding everything at one time is fine. or you can just do like the instructions say and just saute the onions for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then add the garlic and saute that for another 1 minute. And you know, I just add everything at one time. So now we're going to add the chicken broth. So we're going to add 2 cups of that. And I actually need to add this to the pot and not this pan. So I'm going to have to change that. There it again. I said that's only half an onion. That looked like a lot when you were when you were cutting it over here. Yeah, it was about half of a medium onion. Let's turn this up to high. Okay, so what are you using for the soup? So we're going to put in 2 cups of water. Not water. Chicken broth. 2 cups. And 3 cups of water. Okay. There you go. And I need some water. I only have this 2 cups, so do 2 cups and then 1 cup. And then we got 3 cups.
Yes.
And then the 2 cups of broth, and that's that. So now we're going to add our potatoes that we sliced up. And this is,
why is it sitting in water?
Because I had them in the refrigerator. Like I said, I had cut them up. I cut them up yesterday. And I needed them. No, I did this the day before yesterday, and I put them in water so that they wouldn't brown.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, with a little bit of lemon juice in it. So I'm gonna dump this out. So that's that, and we're gonna pour these in here. We had about 3 or 4 medium potatoes. Put that in there, mix that around. I may need to do, I think I put too many potatoes in, but it's all right. It's okay. Put that in, and I'm gonna let that boil for about, bring that to a boil and let it simmer and cook for about 13, 14 minutes. And I should have let the water boil first and then added the potatoes. That's what you should do. But this boils fast, and this eye right here is really, it's got a lot of heat to it, so it's gonna boil really fast. So I'm just going ahead and just put it in there. But bring it to a boil and then add the potatoes and cook them for about 13, 14 minutes, or until you can pierce it good with easily pierce it with a fork. Just like cooking regular potatoes, you know. Girl, look at that cat, that garlic. Let me clean up my mess. Mess around, get her sick. Don't feed her that garlic. Oh, let's put this on pause. Okay, that's just about to boil. So I'm gonna finish chopping up. Did I drop one? Finish chopping up this kale. It's already kind of chopped up a little bit. So, you know, get them out the garden, get them from the store, whatever. Just, you know, it's like I said, this was just something to make using things out of the garden. Just chopping this up. I'm gonna have one more garlic I could have used, but oh well, that was enough. It's not a lot of soup. Oh, you know what we could do? Make some
kale chips.
Yeah, some kale chips.
We were on the same page with that. Wow. Look at us. Brains and feet.
Shut up, Aaliyah. So crazy girl. How you gonna suggest the same thing that I just suggested a second ago?
That was a second ago. This is now.
Okay, that was a second ago.
Right.
This is now. Okay, I got you. I got you.
I'm hungry. That smells delicious.
Well, it's almost done. Doesn't take long. Alright, let's see. No, that looks too hard. And it's not. Let's let it go a couple more minutes. But
We still got 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put the onions and garlic in there. I can't fit it. It won't fit. It's too big. Please don't say that.
I didn't say anything.
I know you wanted to. Just don't say it.
I didn't want to say anything.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. I forgot I had a teenager over here. Can't say certain things. I'm gonna stir that up in there.
Don't make a mess.
I'm trying not to.
It's delicious.
All right, so let's see. So I'm just gonna put a whole, like a handful of spinach or kale. I'm gonna try it with spinach next time. I bet that'll be good.
Delicious.
Yes, we're gonna try that because I put some spinach out in the garden, so yeah. So when that grows, we're gonna try it with spinach and see how that tastes. And then we're gonna stir in half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Let's see. Let's see if it's ready.
It's last 2 minutes left.
I know, but I gotta see. I don't want to overcook the potatoes. Oh, that's hot. Oh my God. All right. So it looks like they're done. I think they're done. No, look at that. See?
It still has 30 seconds left.
What's 30 seconds, Aaliyah?
30 seconds.
I think it's done. I'm gonna put that back. Put that one back. We're gonna taste this one.
It looks done.
Oh, I dropped it.
Is it done?
It's hot.
I'm stealing it.
Oh.
It's
Is it hot?
hot.
Yeah, that's what I said.
See? 30 seconds.
I think it needs like 3 more minutes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do
But then again, it did say when it's almost done, add the when it's nearly done, add the spinach or the kale. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going to put in the heavy whipping cream.
Woo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We come with sound effects. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. I need to season it to taste. We're gonna put a little salt. And yes, it seems like a lot of salt, but this is what's it called? Himalayan salt. It's not very strong of a salt. And we're gonna put a little pepper. Turn this down. Woo! Little bit of red pepper.
Ooh. Oh, you put red pepper. Okay.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
And a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Gonna stir that up a little bit. Stir that in a little bit. We're gonna put our sausage back. And Ooh, there was a lot of grease on there. Don't put it back in. Don't put the grease back in. Oh, this looks so good. Elise, look at this. Look at that.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh my gosh. I think it needs a little bit more pepper flakes. That's enough. Get a shake here and a shake there. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a little bit and come back see what it looked like. All right, let's taste this. Let's see what's going on here. Let's taste the soup. I'm gonna burn my mouth. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's good.
Is it?
Taste this. Like, sip it. Don't burn your mouth. Can I have my spoon back?
I have to finish the rest of the soup. That was inside.
Oh, I can't. I can't. Yeah.
This looks
Come out like
delicious.
that. There you go.
Look at this goodness, people.
This is bad cameraman.
Look at this goodness.
Anyway, so let's spoon some into this bowl here.
More?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't want to get all the soup.
All right, let's put that there. All right, so turn that off because it is done, and we are going to serve this up with a piece of bread and a little bit of Parmesan. And it's all served. Well, I don't put that back in there. And that's it. Hopefully that video wasn't too weird, but thanks for watching. Oh, there's my daughter.